Hey Jerome, how you doing, love? It is. I changed the layout. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Trying to edit the chat because it's being a little wonky. Okay, that looks better. Wait, can you guys hear me okay? What's up, Jerome?
You want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel. Listen carefully to the sound of loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost, and what you had and what you lost. Come on!
This is a sketchbook. Hello, Cam. How are you doing, love?
Here we have a building in the historic area of Sydney, right on the harbour, known as the Rocks. And our aim is to draw this freehand in ink and maintain all the proportions we have of this beautiful Victorian facade. How am I thinking? What are my plans to help me draw this as accurately as possible, keeping these proportions? Personally, I find that when street level is as cluttered as most street levels are, I prefer to start in a section of the building where I can get a nice clean line top and bottom, which for this building is obviously these two lines here. It's very important to get these perspective angles correct. With all the clutter down here, it's a little more forgiving if something's not quite right. Now there are two ways we could draw this section. We could draw this shape first and then divide it up into 4 sections and draw each of those. And this is a very good way of drawing, and it's often taught. You draw the larger basic shapes first and then you add the detail. However, generally I tend not to use it, or at least not to use it for such a large space as this, because in drawing architecture with lots of detail, I find that if you don't get the proportions accurate, then you end up either having the facade too long and therefore you've got gaps, or you've got the detail wider than it should be, or you've drawn the facade a bit too narrow, in which case it's hard to squeeze in the detail, not have it look misshapen. So in a scene such as this, I prefer to take this as my, if you like, smaller basic shape and then move down. Once I've got these 4 sections happily drawn, then it's going to be much easier to move upwards to draw these 4 decorative pieces in proportion, and also to come down for the shop level. And then the main thing is to get the top of this street furniture and these cars in the right place, and then draw these cars in the right proportion. Now, despite the fact that this looks architecturally a nice precise building with lots of lines, I'm wanting to draw it in a fairly loose gestural style, and I'm hoping to do the drawing in about 30 minutes. This left-hand corner of the building is the obvious place to start, and really to establish the proportions of this upper floor section between the two fairly strong horizontal decorative cornice elements. I take a bit of time with this angle. It takes me a bit longer than I thought. I made it too shallow, then I made it too deep, and then I found a mark, something between the two, and finally got it happening, something I was looking at. Sometimes we need to sort of compromise our techniques and think, yes, measure it, but then also have a look at it and just see, now, does that look right?
It's pretty fun. I haven't played much of it because I've been busy packing stuff. Okay, I'm sorry to give you guys such a short stream, but I've been up, honestly, since pretty early. And I'm exhausted. And my throat is hurting worse than yesterday, so I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. But yes, I am drawing. I am drawing up some architecture pieces, planning out my new tiny home build. But yeah, my throat is hurting, so I think I'm gonna go rest, guys, because I'm planning a little trip soon to go start remodeling this baby. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. But I will be back very soon. Oh, make sure you follow Martlet as well. We will be doing regular Tuesday streams. We're probably going to push it earlier since her power goes out in the evening. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. I'm going to go take a rest, but I will be back very soon. Bye, guys.